Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, February 15th. It's 3:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock here. The regular session closes in about 13 minutes. On my left is the time and sales for the E-mini S&P, currently trading at 23.47 and a quarter. It was a great day for the auto trader today. Before I begin, first, the required disclaimer. Okay, first up is the DAX on the Super 14 tick. We've seen this chart many times. This did 1750 on 3 trades. We had 3 winners and 1 loser on 2 contracts. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the Precision Renko with a 300% reversal. You can see our limit orders got filled here. We only use limit orders in the auto trader. Rarely do we use a stop or a market order. Otherwise, the system will take every trade, and you really don't want that. So limit orders keep us out of some trades and also give us good fills without slippage. So we had 2 really solid winners here, pretty substantial movement in the crude oil today. Anyway, doing 1600 on 2 contracts. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Super 6 tick. This did 900 for the day. Started trading at 9:30. We had a mixed bag of trades. Looks like we had an equity high of 1685, and then we gave some back to end up at 900 even on 2 contracts. Okay, next up is the gold on the Super 6 tick, and we just took a little bit of heat on the trade, only about $150 drawdown, and then kind of sideways for the first hour or so of trading, and then it was up to do 840 for the day. Okay, next up is a 1-minute line break chart on the E-mini S&P, and we had a little bit of a drawdown in the beginning of about $150 and then came up to close at 675, and you can see some pretty decent looking trades here. This is on 2 contracts. The E-mini S&P on a 2500 tick chart had a couple of trades here. We went up and then had a losing trade, only drew down about $75 and then came back to finish at 350 for the day with this excellent long trade into the close. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 34-second line break chart. We did 762.50 on 2 contracts, a couple of winners and a couple of smaller losers, but pretty decent performance here. Next up is the E-mini S&P on a Super 8 tick chart. We had a loser in the beginning for a drawdown of about 300, and then we have a really nice long trade that this caught with open equity of about 500 and closed P&L from the first position of $50. So this will probably finish at about $500 or so. I'm going to show you how easy it is to close the position. I'm just going to close the position now. Just hit the close position button and you can see it closed at a pretty good spot here. And 550 for the day on 2 contracts. That's 10 points in the E-mini S&P. Okay, next up is the crude oil on a Uni Renko chart. This is a limit order at the close of the bar minus a tick. And this did 470 for the day on a mixture of trades. We drew down about $500 and then recovered about that much. Looks like we had an equity high of near 750 or so. And then finally, we have the crude oil on a 34-second line break chart. And we had a couple of losing trades that drew us down about $300. And then we had a very solid short trade here to recover to finish up 720. Actually, if I scrunch this up, we had a number of trades earlier. So we drew down about 600 and then came back to plus 600 and then finished at 720. Coming back to our big winner of the day, which is the DAX on the Super Renko 14 tick. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website at bluewavetrading.com or send us an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thank you for watching.